Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 Premium German cruiser Prinz Eugen. She has 45,000 health, a top speed of 32 knots, 8 203mm guns, 12 torpedoes, a surface detect of 14.5 kilometers, and 68 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, improved steering module. For my commander, basic survivability, expert marksman, superintendent, and advanced firing training. We are on the map Trap, and I wanted to check out the Eugen. I don't believe I released a video on this ship. I basically said, it's a hipper. And it is. The stats are just barely changed. I mean, barely. One number. 69 AA defense rating versus 68. It has a range of like 0.2 kilometers more or 0.2 kilometers less. It's a little bit more sluggish. So I figured, let's see the steering mod on this. How does it impact the way you play it? And I was wiggling back and forth, testing it out. It is much more responsive. It brings a ship that has, I believe it's like 10 second rudder, maybe 12 second. The combo of improved rudder and steering mod 3 makes it something like 5 seconds. It's really responsive. And that is the issue with the German and Soviet cruisers. They're a little sluggish when it comes to the rudder. And that is an issue. So we move forward, supporting our team towards sea. Nothing really important until just now. And it's an enemy Nuremberg. And I look to engage the Nuremberg and see how much might. And we don't really do anything. We hit a shell, but it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. But he is opening up again. And again, I fire, and it's okay. 3 overpen. Ooh. Friendly got detonated. That's a bad sign. That is a bad sign. Now, if we can get this guy dead and avoid running into the island, then we will be in a perfect position. Nope. His angle was too great. The rudder is really what is going to absorb damage for a lot of cruisers, and it's just going to be the go-to build. Yeah, sure, you're giving up some detectability, but you're gaining really, really responsive ships. And by the way, there's no enemy ship in the sea point that we can see. It happens to be a destroyer. How do you know that? Well, it's the only obvious outcome. There's no other possibility. And the enemy drops off the detection as I bring all guns to bear. Enemy Gneisenau is going to fire on us. Good luck hitting me, Gneisenau, with your 6 shells total. And I would love to finish off the enemy cruiser, even though he's far away at an angle, moving off. Friendly tries to finish him off, and I lead him in the direction. Elevate the gun. Ooh, is it going to be enough? Friendly gets him down to 403. 430, actually. And there we go. We get the kill. We do about 4,000 points of damage to the target. It wasn't really a kill secure, more like a kill assist. It was the primary target that did a lot of damage, but I definitely contributed. And the York is in the same situation. The enemy destroyer sends torpedoes, and we catch sight of an enemy Farragut. Now, there is 3 total destroyers on the enemy team. We only see 1 over here and 1 over by A point. So there is some unknown destroyer that's out there. Maybe he captured B. I use my hydroacoustic to see the torpedoes. This is really great for the German cruisers. It is just a skill that you want to keep on all your German cruisers, all your German battleships that you can, and hopefully on the German destroyers. But that's purely speculation at this point. It works really well to detect and destroy enemy destroyers. And we do indeed see that the second of 3 destroyers is over by the sea point. It looks like it was either a cruiser or a battleship taking B point. And this is a little aggressive. You'll notice there is a cyclone incoming. and I haven't really done anything. I am trying to avoid taking too much damage. I don't want battleships engaging me. That is the weakness of cruisers right now, and it is a glaring weakness. I lead the York, expecting him to continue his turn and flatten out, and we ricochet shells off of him. We don't get any pins, but so far, no cruisers. And yep, here are the destroyers. They are both right in front of me. And the Mutski is showing absolutely nothing. The Farragut appears to be going into a torpedo position. I sent my torpedo sets leading the Farragut. I switched to HE. Probably not the right idea. Should have just allowed my ammo to complete. I believe I accidentally... Oh, here come enemy torpedoes from... Actually, both are sending torpedoes, and the Farragut is able to turn off. Okay. Well, we know the torpedoes are coming, so we're just going to try and avoid the first set. Fire at the Mutski, do a little bit of damage. Both the Mutski and the Farragut miss their torpedoes. Secondaries are going off. Hydro is going to drop off. They will be invisible in the smoke. Yep, absolutely. And I think the Farragut, yeah, will safely pass by that island. And you just want to do a quick check, of course. It's always good. Check where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? That's, the cliche, right? I think. Obviously, it doesn't exist in ships, and if I knew where I was going, then I would never pull a Notser, and that would be boring, of course. The enemy York firing on us. Not a lot of damage. But now we don't see any of the destroyers. We have lost the advantage now. There's a friendly Fuso here. It's not good for the Fuso. I don't really have anything to make the Fuso feel safer. But I do recognize that the Fuso is here, and he needs to be careful. Cyclone has just hit, and it's going to take anywhere from, 30 seconds to a minute to fully conceal ships, and the destroyers are actually visible for whatever reason. The Fuso got close. The telltale perfectly broadside of the Mutski, and probably the Farragut. The Fuso should expect torpedoes any second now, and oh boy, here they come. I'm not going to pass up this opportunity to kill or weaken the Mutski. I only regret that the Fuso, Alexander the Great, took so many torpedoes. And the Mutski, holding his fire, he wants to drop off, and I think the Fuso's actually bleeding out to the flood dot. No, actually, he's fine. He's fine. Okay. Well, while we're at it, I'm going to continue to move towards the Gneisenau. And yeah, the enemy destroyer gone. It's nice to kill the destroyers. Don't get me wrong. But if you just try and pursue them, they will recognize that and just avoid the pursuit. So what's the best thing? Try and find an opponent that is showing their side. Doesn't matter what it is. The Gneisenau, remember, has the German torpedoes. So if my torpedoes can reach him, his can reach me. Okay, here he sends them. But steering mod, not a problem at all. And he's going to try and send again. He only sent his port side. The starboard side, of course, still exists. So I send my torpedoes, and I want to get the hell out of here. Because enemy torpedoes are incoming. And our torpedoes look very, very good. Looks like we're going to be able to take him out with 2 torpedoes, and he misses his torpedoes. I don't know how he missed his torpedoes. I wasn't sailing particularly impressively. He wasn't leading me at all. Is he going to actually hit the Fuso? Oh my, is this serious? He actually hit the Fuso. And he caused the flood, killed the Fuso. You can't write this script. The Fuso had plenty of time to see the torpedoes because I detected them almost at point-blank range, yet he still didn't try to avoid them until, of course, it was too late. It appears that the enemy destroyers were trying to send their torpedoes. Now, we are not getting any progress on C point whatsoever. There's at least one enemy destroyer here. And don't be afraid of the Cyclone. If there's a Cyclone up, you basically have the same detectability as them. And yeah, we get right on top of the Farragut. We're able to see him. I have HE loaded, and I'm going to work on him. We get 3,200. Nice. That's the kind of damage I want to do. Not quite in torpedo range. And I think the Farragut would like to leave very soon. And the Mutski sends his torpedoes. Here's the Farragut. We're going to try and rotate quickly. And steering mod. Yes, it's great. It's just great. It feels so much more responsive than the baseline. It feels like a different ship. Now, is that ship super powerful compared to the Hipper? No, the Hipper's going to feel like a different ship too. But I'm just telling you, I really like steering module right now. So, all the enemy destroyers have pulled off of C point, sorry. The Mutski did send torpedoes. They were out of range. The Farragut pops his smoke. Okay. We were detected, and now we're not. So the Farragut is going in and out of detection. And he seems to be showing a lot of his side, so I try and just take a shot at him. Why not? And we land 2, we set him on fire. Any fire that you might set on a destroyer is not insignificant. It immediately increases the detectability of that ship. Now, it's not a lot, but it's something, right? And you can use that to your advantage. So we captured C. Friendly is collapsing on B. The Mutski is sending torpedoes, and I have to compensate for this. If I continued going this way, I would probably hit one of the torpedoes. So I have to basically run into the island to avoid the Mutski torpedoes, and the Farragut sent his torpedoes as well. Interesting. Very interesting. And my team, for whatever reason, they're giving away their ships. We've got a great advantage. Just let them come to us. Don't try to overextend. We don't need to do anything special. It would be really cool to take out the enemy destroyer. And yep, we detect him again. He's trying to make a break for it. Oh, he's so close to dying. We gotta hit these shots. Probably get 1, maybe 2 salvos. Okay. Come on. We're running into enemy battleships, by the way. Not the best idea. But I didn't really feel like I had a choice. Oh, really? 174 on the stream. I was like, he's just gonna die to some friendly. Oh, we took a pretty fair shot. The Bayan. Want to avoid it. Want to avoid the island. This should be the kill shot on the Farragut. It is good. And just avoid any shells from the Bayan. And maybe I could have shot one last salvo as I was going around the island. Hindsight. That definitely was a hindsight moment. But I'm just trying to re-angle against the incoming shot. My torpedoes. That's the key to rebalancing this engagement. And he fires his guns, of course, and I turn as quickly as I can. I take pretty fair damage. No citadel, of course, but it might as well be. It was that deadly. We do have an island that we can scrape along to avoid the citadel salvo that is coming. I am switching to AP. Why AP? Well, if he shows a broadside, and he is, AP is going to do massive damage. Now, you need to know where to fire for AP. Ooh, that was a good shot by him. This little engagement just isn't a good idea. 6,200. There you go. If you have AP and you're a cruiser, you're probably not going to be able to penetrate the citadel. Unless, of course, you get in a really specific spot. What you want to try and do is hit heavy armor zone, but not too heavy. And I predicted that he would continue going towards the island. He wanted to minimize the time that he was visible to the friendly battleship, and he wanted to kill me. Very obviously, he wants to kill me. He warned me of an island. Yeah, sure, Bayan. Yeah, like that's gonna happen, huh? And we have torpedoes on our port side. He might cut in if he expects the torpedoes. I mean, how would he not? Again, AP, oh, it just does so much damage. It really does. If the target is broadside, fire AP. And I'm trying to avoid the shots. I know I'm so dead. We're going towards an island that's right in front of me. And my torpedoes just aren't going to work out. It's just not a good situation. It's not a good situation. Fire one more AP shell. The cyclone is ending. We do have hydroacoustic, but there's no real reason to use it. And still, we want to avoid... Okay, here we go. As thin as I can make it. As thin as I can make it. Oh, okay. Well, the thinness is going to cause us to run to the island. And, you know, that's a bad sign. And wait. What is this on the mini-map? It's a Mutski! We can't take the Well, we weren't given a chance to take the torpedoes. The Independence killed us with a dive bomb. But we would have taken the torpedo and died. I can't believe the Mutski was that close to my ship. And he is a sneaky bugger, man. He got all the way around that island, and the next position he is seen in is right on top of me. Good play from the Mutski. It's unfortunate that he didn't get the kill, but he basically killed me. I was so dead. And what's going on with our friend over here in the Bayern? He's engaging from the Colorado. It looks like he might actually take a torpedo as the kill shot. Would be unfortunate for the Colorado. I'm sure he was taking a lot of damage from the ship, but oh, nope, not unfortunate at all. The Colorado gets the kill, which is good for the Colorado, of course. And just like that, we have a pretty sizable advantage now. Come on, Nagato, take down the Mogami. It is a beautiful ship. She is the love of my life, the Mogami. But I would prefer that my team win. And come on, Nagato. Big citadels, come on, huge citadels. You did 1,000 points of damage. Really? Really? The aircraft carrier is actually in that area too. Interesting. The Mutski is capturing C. Notice that the point has started capturing. So basically, my team knows exactly where every single enemy ship is. That's a huge advantage, of course. And they're capturing B. Where is the Mogami? He is indeed rotating quickly around. Is the Nagato going to be able to finish him in that shot? No! He overpins again! Ah, overpin. You are one evil woman. 2,000? If that? 2,000 hit points done? Nothing. Renegade Warrior, I would really prefer if you do not die. I would really prefer if you kill that Mogami before you die. He might get one more salvo. It's going to be close. He fires again on the Mogami. And this time he does about 12,000 points of damage. Gets, what, 2 citadels? That's about? Yeah, that's much better. The friendly that was on top of the enemy aircraft carrier is dead. He's dead, Jim. There is another battleship, though, and these guys over by the enemy aircraft carrier, they've basically been rotating around. Oh, nice, the Colorado, great shot. He takes out the Mogami. The Mogami is terrifying with the 155 on battleships. You could just set so many things on fire. And what's the friendly battleship doing, Notser? Is he going for a ram? The game is going to end in about 50 seconds. I don't know. It probably is going to end before that if the aircraft carrier is taken out. And the tick rate continues. Probably, what, 20 seconds, if that? And for whatever reason, I think I was talking about armor at this point. I should be heading to see what the friendly battleship... He does kill the enemy Indianapolis. Rather, the Independence. The Indianapolis is not in the game, Notser. Yeah, you're right. He burns him down. Probably secondaries. And we're looking at armor. You notice how damaged the ship is. The more damaged a section of the ship is, the less total damage it will take per shell. It's sort of like a total damage potential is dictated by the freshness of the armor. whatever that means in real combat. It doesn't make sense in real combat, but for the game, it's a visual aid to tell you where to fire and where to not fire. Don't go for super black. It's basically completely absorbed all the damage it can. So we got 3 kills, 3 torpedo hits, 2080 base XP. It was a pretty okay game, nothing special, but I wanted to see the Eugen. Maybe you wanted to see the Eugen, and that destroyer was a little sneaky. The Colorado did a great job, the Bion did a great job, my team did a great job. Everyone did a great job. Damage is pretty split between HE, AP, and Torpedoes, which I'm okay with. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Eugen. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.